Hello people YouTube, how are you today? It's me, Abby, and we're getting back into normal reviews here. And my normal videos. I'm gonna try to, I just posted the video of me returning after 3 months, literally 10 minutes ago. And so far, not bad. Not gonna lie to you, when I filmed that, it was New Year's Eve. And today it is the 11th? No, it is the 10th, I believe, if I'm correct. No, it is the 11th, because tomorrow's the 12th. I'm blabbering, but yeah, it's been a couple of days since then, and don't get me wrong, it's been a downhill battle, kind of, since then. But you know what? You didn't come here for my sad, pathetic life. You came here for some makeup. And we are going to be reviewing the slightly new Chroma from Sheglam. I bought the, it's essentially like the PR bundle. I bought it off Shein. And we're going to be testing out the products today. We got a highlighter, liquid eyeshadows, retractable eyeliners, and 2 eyeshadow palettes. So without further ado, I am going to pop on some eyebrows, prime my eyes, and I will be right back. Okay guys, eyebrows and eyes are primed. I think these palettes are stunning, to say the least. I am actually surprised that Sheglam did it. Because don't get me wrong, some of their packaging is like pretty cute, and then others it's like, what were you thinking? You know, like it's very weird. Their website is very hit or miss. And I think I might dip into like a little bit of both, but I think for the most part I'm gonna stick with this palette. Sorry if my voice keeps going like over the place. I have been sick for a couple days, and it's not that I'm losing my voice, it's just I get a lot of gunk in the back of my throat, so it just makes my voice really scratchy. So if you hear that, just letting you know. But other than that, let's get started with this palette, which is called this Velocity. Starting off, I'm going to go into like this little pinky shade right here as like a transition, and just put that in my crease. So far, it is blending pretty nicely. I am seeing the slightest bit of patchiness like right here, but I'm going to see if that blends away because I just put the color on right now. Okay guys, I have it blended for the most part all over my eye. It is a little bit weird because it feels like as I was adding it on, parts of it would like fade away, or like parts of it wasn't blending completely, or it would blend too much. Like, it's weird because I've seen a lot of positive reviews on this, and because this has been out for like a hot second, it's still kind of new. But it's weird because as I'm putting it on, I'm not like, it's not the worst. It feels like some of their other eyeshadows, to be honest with you. But like, if you see, like, I've done the same thing where this eye is like, has this opaque, little line, and then like it's kind of patchy like right here, and then when I add the color, it kind of just, it'll stick to certain spots but then not on others. So I'm not 100% sure yet because it doesn't look bad at all. And also these palettes are on the cheaper side, as you know. Shein, Sheglam, they are like really affordable. Now with the same Sheglam palette, I'm going to go into the same Velocity palette. I'm going to go into this purple, which is like more of like a purpley kind of chocolate bruised tone brown. It's like, it's weird because like it kind of reminds me of like a bruised purple, where it's not super purple, but it has like hints of brown in it. And I'm just going to be placing that in my crease as well. Okay, do you see what I mean? Where it's kind of blending out on this eye, but not on this eye. I do not know what's going on. So far, I'm not the biggest fan. It's weird. I've never had this problem with an eyeshadow before, where actually that's a lie. I've had eyeshadows that are bad from like really good brands, but it's like weird because it's like sticking in certain spots, not in others, or it's going too far up and it's not blending, and then it's blending in certain spots. I don't know, guys. And then like, look, it went like too far up because I just placed it in my crease. I didn't want it to go any further, and it went all the way up. So now I'm just gonna blend that into each other so it doesn't look so harsh. So it's just adding, I just wanted to add like that little depth of color. But like, it blends really well because like look at the difference. This has like a line, and then, but it's still, it's weird. And it's also fading because, like, look at the difference, because that's like a dark kind of bruisey tone, and it kind of looks like it's faded a little bit. Like, also you can see it in my eye. Like, there's darkness and then not as much. I'm still using the Velocity palette. I promise I'll dip into the other one. And I'm gonna go into the black because I want to add a little bit of smokiness, like on my outer V. So we're gonna, and also I like the color black, so. Okay, no problems with the black, although it does come off a little bit more grayy than full, like, jet black, but I don't mind that. So I'll give it a pass. You know, I'm not having problems, like, blending, nothing, and it looks pretty cute so far. So far, guys, no issues with that black. I actually do like it quite a bit. It, like, smoked it out quite nicely, although I do prefer more of a jet black. Not bad. It's not a bad black. We're going to move on to the liquid eyeshadows because, you know, we got to try these. I'm going to do a swatch of all three of them for you so you can see. The first shade in Opal Essence. Oh my god. I wish the camera is picking it up because it goes from, like, a goldy green color to this beautiful pink. That is so cool. Like, I'm trying so hard to get the shift on camera. It's not going to do it. I hate cameras, guys, because it's not, like, I wish you can see it. Like, see the magic. Fool's Gold, which, literally a greeny gold. And the last one in Aqua Nova, which is it looks green on camera, but it's like a purpley blue when I see it. Like, oh my god. And funny thing is, I think I'm going to go in with Aqua Nova on my eyes. But yeah. Like, you could see the shift a little bit better with Aqua Nova because, like, that's so cool. I am going to apply it with a brush, though, because I just do not trust the applicators ever. And then, at the very end, I'll go back in with the applicator and, like, touch it up. I don't know. This is going to be really hard for me, because I am not the biggest fan of liquid eyeshadows, even though I do use them a lot. I'm doing one eye at a time because these have to dry, and knowing me, I'm gonna blink. But, y'all, that is so pretty. This is just one layer of it, too. I do see my eye a little bit through, but I also don't mind it. I really do like this, so yeah, when it dries, I'm going to show you right now. I'll show you. Okay, guys, I am back. I added a second layer because I wanted to see, like, what it would look like at full opacity. I am living this moment right now. I am loving this. Like, you could see a little bit of the shift on camera, but in person, y'all see nothing. You see nothing. Hear me out, guys, because I am going to go on to the eyeliners, you know, and the highlighter and all that stuff. And I want to use the other palette, which is called Time Warp. And I am, because there is a little, like, what I feel like would be a really cute, like, inner corner shade that I do want to use. But first, you know, I got to do my base makeup. I got to, like, put on a face. So I will be right back, do that. We'll test out the highlighters, eyeliners, blah, blah, blah. And I will be right back. Okay, guys, I am back with the face done. I really like how my face came out, even though I'm iffy if I like this or not. I am trying out a new product, which is the Revlon Candid Glow, and I'm not sure yet if I like it or not, because it went on kind of like this one, which I've tried and I mentioned on my TikTok, and I'm not sure if I posted it yet, but if not, it'll be posted soon. But this is, like, almost a complete no for me. It was so terrible, patchy. I feel like both of these I need to try maybe with a different primer, because I was using my NYX Honey Do Me Up, and maybe I need to try more of, like, my gripping primer. I'm not sure, but usually my NYX Honey Do Me Up is, like, you know, my seal. It's like my number one. and it just went on so weird. But when I put on the Candid concealer, it kind of covered up some of that patchiness, because this I was iffy on it too, because it's like a weird yellow, like it looks straight up yellow, but then like look at it on my skin, it looks amazing. So like I'm still iffy because I haven't like worn this out either, but yeah, other than that, it looks really good on my skin too after I powder it. But we're not here to talk about that. This is like a separate review just for me. But we're going to go into the Chroma highlighter in Lucid. Guys, like, can you see that shift a little bit? Where it's like a pinky gold. Like, I need to put this on my face. I was about to grab my iced highlighter from Jaclyn Hill Cosmetics. Like, that has been my favorite highlighter of all time at the moment. And I want to try more of Jaclyn's highlighters. But, oh, that's so pretty. But her website, like, I don't know. It's like, not the website. It's just her products are really expensive. But I understand now why they're a little bit more expensive, because I've been using this like crazy and I haven't made a dent in it. But back to the review. Do we see this? It does not go with this look at all. But we're going to have an alien moment. Who cares? I like it. And I'm going to just blend it down a little bit because I want like the full moment. But like, do we see that? It comes off very pink on my face. I am not getting really any shift than what I see like when I swatch it. Because when I swatch it, wow, it's not picking it up on camera either. Let me see if I put it on my hand. Like, yeah, it comes off a little bit more goldy, which is weird. It comes off like gold. It has like that gold hue, but on my face alone. Maybe it's just because of my beauty lights, but it comes off more pinky. And you know me, I'm not the biggest like pinky highlighter fan, but I also don't hate this. It's a beautiful, beautiful highlighter. Another thing that I really like about this highlighter is that it seems to not like be like a colored highlighter, because you know if you use a highlighter, it's like almost like an eyeshadow where it's like straight pigment and you can just see it on your face and it just looks like highlighter. When I look at this up close, it's like I could see my skin through it, if that makes sense. And it just gives us like a nice effect. Like, do we see that? It's almost like if I had pink sweat in a way. Like, it's like very wet looking, but like pink. I actually really enjoy this. I honestly wish they had this formula in other colors, because I have tried some of their highlighters before. Some of them are hits, some of them are misses. Like, some of them are a little too glittery and they're like not my thing. And then the other one I tried from like my last video before, you know, that whole shit happened, it literally had no pigment to it at all. It was a very like subtle baby highlight. Sheglam, if you are ever deciding to watch this, create this formula in other colors, please, and do like a champagne, but like a true like white champagne. That's all I'm gonna say. Leave it at that. I'm gonna let you know right now, I'm gonna swatch the eyeliners and show them to you, because I am gonna put a little bit in my waterline, but you are not getting names from me, because I've been staring at this for 10 minutes, and they decided to put it on a holographic thing and make the lettering so small that I cannot see it for the life of me. So I'm going to swatch it. This one is like the goldy green, you know, like that true like multi-chrome that we always see, where it's like it fades to green and gold, and it's really pretty. I really like it. One that comes off more purple and has like a bronzy hue, like shift to it. This one is also very freaking pretty. I think I like the eyeliners the most so far, just because of like the color shifting effect. Because don't get me wrong, these are really pretty, and you can see the shift like happening a little bit on camera. But this is like super shifty, like super. Oh my god, this is the one I have to use. The last one, like it's that bluey green shift. I'm using it and I'm putting it in my waterline right now, guys. That went in like a dream. Like, no problems at all. Like, it doesn't feel uncomfortable. it doesn't seem to be like smudging. It does have a smudge brush on it, so you can smudge it if you wanted to. I don't want to because I'm just putting it in my waterline. Sorry, I'm losing my voice. My voice is getting scratchy again, but I really like it. I'm going to just kind of do like a little bit of the purple color I went in, you know, in my crease and put it on my bottom lash line just a little bit. Guys, we were starting off with a hot mess, and I don't know how we ended up here. But thank the gods that we did. If there are them. If there is them. Whatever. Because this has to be like one of the prettiest looks that I feel like I have ever done. We've used all the products so far. And you guys know I gotta finish the rest of my makeup off. I gotta fix up my eyebrows because I did wipe part of it off. And, you know, that happens. Lips and all that, and I will be right back. Cut that. Actually, I forgot. I was going to go in with this palette right here. We didn't touch this yet, and I wanted to go in with this shade right here, and I wanted to use this to highlight my brow bone and my inner corner, so we are going to do that. I've gotten back into highlighting my brow bone because I really like my brows to look like see the difference, like really arched. This has a little bit of a blue hue to it, and I really like that. Okay, guys, I am back. I finished my bottom lash line. I did essentially the same thing I did on the top, on the bottom. And inner corner, highlight, lips. This has to be one of my new favorite lip combinations, which is Essence Because the retractable lip liner pencil, which, by the way, I could not find online, but I could find in Ulta stores. A little bit weird because this is probably my favorite lip liner of all time, and I've gone through 3 of these already, which I have never gone through a lip liner in my entire life. But I want to be able to constantly restock on this because Ulta hasn't stocked sometimes, and it took me like, I'm not even joking, like 4 months until I can get another one. So I was like sparingly using this one. And I just have to mention that. And usually I pair it with this lipstick from Sheglam in Milk Tea. This one right here, which is also my new favorite lipstick. But here's the thing. They stopped making this one. Sheglam, what is up? I was going to use this today, but I am running low. Like, look at how much I have left of this tube because I use it so much. I honestly love this with a burning passion. And they need to come back with it. I bought this, it sold out like a week later, and they have never brought it back. And I bought this a year ago, which tells me they're not going to bring it back. Sheglam, bring it back. I endorse this like crazy. It is one of my favorites. So I went in with a little bit of a dupe. It's not a full dupe because this one is much more terracotta and this one is a little bit more neutral. Obviously, you can tell it's more neutral. And this is in Essence Bold number 3. And, God, it's just as pretty. But there's just something about this one that I keep going back to. But, you know, this is the look. What do we think? Like I said, I am in love right now, and it sucks because it is like 10 o'clock at night now. I have nowhere to go, and of course, I do a beautiful fucking look, and I have nowhere to go. You know? But let's go through the products and just, go through them and let you know, how I liked them or not. Sorry, I cannot talk. First review back in 3 months. It's hard. But I'm going to start off with my favorite product, which is actually the liners. Surprisingly, I feel like I can see the shift in them much more than, the liquid eyeshadows. And also the fact that they have not moved. They don't budge. And they have a smudger, and I have, smudged them. Look, they're not moving. They're not coming off. And that's why I like them. I'm not a big eyeliner person, which is surprising because, I've mentioned this. I've never liked liner. But I might start using it a little bit more now because of these. I really like them. Next up are these liquid eyeshadows. I gotta start off by saying I really do love them. It takes about 2 coats to get full opacity, but they look awesome with just one. But here's my thing with them. If you do one, you don't really feel it that much. If you do 2 coats, you're definitely gonna feel it. Any more than that, it gets crunchy. And it flakes off a little bit. I noticed that because when I was trying to blend it, I think you could see there's the littlest bit of creasing. Not surprised, but you cannot really tell because of how reflective it is. But it did flake off a little bit when I was adding it by the eyeshadow over here. And I remember Tati mentioning this, and I thought she meant when it was just like over the shimmer shadow. And I see that a little bit because it does get a little crunchy over some shadow. But at the same time, I was able to fix it really easily. And with a little bit of setting spray, it ain't budging. It ain't budging, you know. These are really good, and I'm definitely approving them, just like the liners, and I will continue to use them. Next up is this highlighter. Oh my god. I honestly really like it. The more it's sat on my face, the more I really like how it's like almost like a wet looking highlighter, just if I sweat pink in the wet, you know what I mean? I honestly want them to use this formula and create more colors. You hear that, Sheglam? Because I love this so much, and I will continue to use it. Okay, I'm sorry if the audio got weird right now. My phone, I had to put it on the charger because it literally was at 1%. And I thought I was going to be able to make it through this video without it, you know, getting there, but no. No. But luckily we're on the last product, so we're at the end of this video, so the audio going a little bad, like now, ain't that, you know, ain't bad. But let's talk about the eyeshadows, because I saved these for last for a reason. Here's the thing. They're about $13 a piece. Did I have problems with them? Yes. Do I expect that for $13 a piece? Kinda. They kinda feel like drugstore eyeshadows, because I've had this problem with drugstore eyeshadows before, where they will blend out, they will fade, they'll blend great in certain spots, they won't, then not in others, and that is exactly what I was going through with this. The shimmers are phenomenal because I've used 2 of them now. Here's the thing. I've used this purple one before, recently. You know, I forgot to mention this in the beginning, but when I did my New Year's look, I just used the purple on my lid to fix my eyeshadow that I had did previously from another palette, and I wanted to jazz it up, and I used this purple that has a little bit of a blue shift, and I just put it on my lid, and that was it, and it stayed, and it was great. But the mattes, I'm iffy on, because if I go closer, it looks fine. You know, I have no problems, but it's also faded out, because you've seen, I mentioned, I was packing and packing and packing and packing on the color, and blending, and I feel like you can barely see it with how much color I did put and how much I did blend. I feel like I can't fully approve it, but I also can't disprove it, that makes sense, because I don't hate these. I feel like maybe I'll try a different base, because I'm using my MAC, soft ochre paint pot, and maybe I'll try it with something else. But at the same time, I feel like I can't approve it just because I was having so much problems with the mattes. So I'm like kind of like 50-50, you know what I mean? But at the same time, with the overall collection, I'm approving it. You know, there was no problems. I had like minor hiccups here and there, but you know, it's like also new to user error, so it doesn't bother me that much. And then also look at the look I was able to create. Like, would you ever be able to tell that I am using Sheglam affordable products, like essentially like drugstore kind of makeup? The reason why I say drugstore is because of how like affordable it is and how cheap it is. Like, for the Chroma collection from Sheglam, I'm approving it. It was great. That's all I gotta say. Okay, guys, we're at the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it today. You know, I'm not gonna be posting like I used to. As you guys know, I'm still going through things and blah, blah, blah. But playing with makeup today and having such a good experience with it, I'm happy, you know? I'm happy. I feel like I look good. I like how this turned out. And I really do hope you guys enjoyed this video. Remember to leave a like, comment down below, and subscribe to my channel. Click that little bell icon to see more videos from me. And let me know what you guys want to see next, because I've been looking for new makeup to play with. I haven't really been buying, surprisingly, a bunch of like new makeup, and I want to get back into it. So let me know. Bye, guys. Shh.